International City Partnerships, Acting for Green and Inclusive Recovery, an initiative funded by the European Union and managed by the European Commission, aimed to enhance the quality of life in cities through sustainable and integrated urban development. From October 2021 to June 2023, 27 cities across Europe, Canada, South Africa, and Asia participated in the project. These cities were paired based on 3 priority themes of the EU's urban agenda: circular economy including energy transition, air quality, and inclusion of migrants and refugees. These themes address the shared challenges and opportunities arising from the green and digital transitions. ICP facilitated city-to-city cooperation, fostering the exchange of information, good practices, and lessons learned on urban policies and programs. The participating cities developed cooperation action plans tailored to their specific needs and objectives. In some pairings, ICP encouraged business cooperation and local economic development, particularly in the field of low-carbon technologies. The project website served as a hub for disseminating ICP's outcomes and outputs. It featured a wide range of resources, including best city practices, thematic clusters, webinars, and expert talks. This platform allowed cities to access valuable knowledge and insights from their peers, promoting mutual learning and innovation. Additionally, an internal platform provided networking and dialogue opportunities among the participating cities. This space facilitated ongoing communication, collaboration, and the exchange of ideas, further strengthening the international dimension of urban policy. Through international city partnerships, cities worldwide fostered cooperation, shared experiences, and developed innovative solutions for green and inclusive recovery. The project contributed to the advancement of urban policy, creating a platform for mutual learning and paving the way for a sustainable and prosperous future. ICP-AGIR in Canada. The successful integration of migrants is crucial for the prosperity of European societies and Canadian communities. In 2021, 2.3 million immigrants entered the EU from non-EU countries, showing an increase of almost 18% compared to the previous year. In the EU, 23.8 million people, 5.3% of the population, were non-EU citizens as of January 2022. In Canada, nearly a quarter of the population consists of immigrants, and the government aims to welcome 500,000 immigrants annually by 2025 to fill the gap of an aging workforce. Within the international city partnerships, 4 pairings of cities from the EU and Canada came together to exchange knowledge, share best practices, and learn from one another in the areas of migration and refugees. Toronto, Halifax, St. John's, Stephenville and Corner Brook and Frankfurt, Fuenlabrada, Utrecht and Saint-Germain-en-Laye formed these dynamic city partnerships. On May 9 in Toronto, all ICP cities gathered to present their results and share their experiences in the program. This video offers a summary of the event, capturing the essence of the knowledge shared and the experiences gained during the EU-Canada urban cooperation within the International City Partnerships program. Toronto and Frankfurt. Frankfurt and Toronto, 2 vibrant cities, are at the forefront of trade, business, and culture, driving strategies for sustainable growth in their respective countries and regions. Known for its diversity, Frankfurt is home to people from 178 different nations, with 40% of its residents having a migrant or immigrant family background. On the other side of the Atlantic, we find Toronto, the largest city in Canada and the 4th largest in North America, with a population of 2.75 million people. Over half of Toronto population was born outside the city, representing more than 200 ethnic groups and speaking 140 different languages. Toronto receives a significant portion of Canada's new permanent residents, including refugees and asylum seekers with complex needs. Both Frankfurt and Toronto prioritize the inclusion of migrants and refugees within their local political agendas. Frankfurt established an office for multicultural affairs back in 1990, pioneering efforts in Germany. The city has developed a Frankfurt model, focused on combating discrimination and promoting mutual understanding through mediation and cultural orientation. Toronto, a frontrunner in holistic support for newcomers, has implemented comprehensive programs, policies, and services. It has been a source of inspiration for other regions and cities, with its successful large-scale planned arrivals program for refugees and asylum seekers.
I'm Dr. Harpreet Choli. I'm the head of the Office for Anti-Discrimination for the City of Frankfurt.
I'm Cheryl Blackman. I'm the Director of Museums and Heritage Services for the City of Toronto.
And I'm Denise Andrea Campbell, the Executive Director of Social Development Division for the City of Toronto.
So what has the ICP program given us? Well, it's first of all given us a friendship between both of our cities. We've been able to strengthen the transnational ties between both of our countries and been able to share knowledge on different issues, on critical diversity, on migration. So that's been a really advantageous point.
And we're excited about the opportunity to create a bold new partnership that really gets to amplify the voices of migrants within an innovative way between our two cities. Thank you, ICP.
Thank you, ICP-AGIR.
Thank you.
Halifax and Fuenlabrada. Fuenlabrada and Halifax, two cities committed to integrating migrants through labour inclusion policies, are driving social and economic growth in their urban contexts. Fuenlabrada, located in the community of Madrid, has a population of 194,000. With 14.1% of its population comprised of migrants, the city has extensive experience in social integration and has actively participated in EU programs promoting sustainable urban development. Halifax, the largest city in Nova Scotia, Canada, with a population of 348,000, is known for its inclusiveness and active participation of migrants in social and economic life. Fuenlabrada and Halifax joined the ICP-AGIR program with a shared goal of attracting, retaining, and integrating newcomers into the local workforce. Despite different growth trajectories, both cities recognize the role of sustainability and energy transition in achieving balanced economic growth. Fuenlabrada used EU funding for the MILMA project, focusing on reducing unemployment rates among lower-skilled young people. The project provided training in areas with high employment potential and fostered entrepreneurship through business challenge labs. Halifax's Connector program engages employers and local connectors to create networks and opportunities for migrants. This successful program has expanded to 35 local communities, connecting skilled migrants with job offers and meeting the demands of the Canadian labour market.
Hi, I'm Juan Carlos Hernandez from Fuenlabrada in Spain. We participate in the ICP program with Halifax as a pair. We work on the topic of migration, so we interchange experiences on integration and intercultural as a model. And we developed the methodology of the MILMA project into this initiative. It was such a great initiative, and we are so thankful to participate in this initiative because we have a good challenge with a chance to share experiences with all cities across Canada and Europe, and especially with Halifax. So great to having the experiences, great for Fuenlabrada to share the experiences. Thanks a lot.
Hi there, I'm Robin Webb with Halifax Partnership in Nova Scotia, Canada. Delighted to be a part of the ICP-AGIR projects, and we worked very closely with Fuenlabrada, Spain, and we shared best practices, and it was such a learning experience for both cities, and we look forward to actually implementing some of our ideas that we had. And getting together here in Toronto was amazing to learn what other communities and partnerships were working on, and it's all a great learning experience. So thank you for the opportunity.
St. John's and Utrecht. Utrecht and St. John's, two cities at the forefront of testing innovative approaches to becoming welcoming cities, are actively working towards attracting talents and fostering social and economic growth. Utrecht, the fourth largest city in the Netherlands with a population of 358,000, is renowned for its vibrant, creative and innovative atmosphere. It has emerged as a leading city in the national and European discourse on innovative policies for refugee and migrant integration. St. John's, the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador Province in Canada, is located at the easternmost point of North America. With a population of 113,000, the city's strategic position along international shipping lanes has shaped it into a hub of global connections and a diverse export market. Utrecht and St. John's joined the ICP-AGIR program with a shared motivation to learn from successful urban experiences in migrant inclusion and talent retention. St. John's, like many Canadian cities, aims to address the challenge of attracting and retaining a skilled labor force to drive local economic development. Utrecht's Plan Einstein, a tangible result of the Utrecht Refugee Launchpad project, focuses on breaking barriers between residents and migrants. The project offers various activities, such as language courses and skills training, open to both refugees and residents, promoting social inclusion and mutual support. The St. John's delegation found inspiration in Utrecht's Plan Einstein model, visiting migrant facilities and the Social Impact Factory, which promotes integration and offers a safe space. The collaboration among Utrecht stakeholders, including associations and religious authorities, impressed St. John's, as it faces challenges in implementing innovative migration actions within a system where federal and provincial authorities have stronger competencies.
The ICP project brought us a lot of good contacts. We were paired with St. John's and we're from Utrecht, and we had a cooperation between the university, the Memorial University and the University of Utrecht, that we will prolong, and we will have good conversations on different topics of migration with the city of St. John. Maybe the first refugees will come to St. John's, and we will help them with our Plan Einstein concept, because in Utrecht we have a lot of experience with it. So we are very grateful that the ICP made it possible to look at Canadian cities and European cities working together and work on a way of legal migration.
Great. Hello, I'm Elizabeth Lawrence with the City of St. John's in Canada. We're really delighted to be part of the ICP-AGIR program paired with Utrecht in the Netherlands. It's been a really good experience for us, talking about inclusion, sharing experiences about immigration and migration, and we look forward to kind of exploring opportunities around joint research projects, inclusion best practices, and perhaps some field trips and visits into the future. Thank you.
Saint-Germain-en-Laye, Stephenville, and Corner Brook, three cities committed to the power of education in promoting active inclusion, sustainability, and better employment opportunities for all. Saint-Germain-en-Laye, located in the western suburbs of Paris, is a municipality with a population of 44,000. The city is known for its educational institutions, including 2 universities and 20 high schools. With 15% of its population consisting of expats, primarily from Europe, Saint-Germain-en-Laye is actively developing initiatives for the active inclusion of migrants and refugees. Stephenville and Corner Brook, 2 municipalities in Newfoundland and Labrador Province, are approximately 80 kilometers apart. Stephenville, a town of 8,000 inhabitants, is located on the north shore of St. George's Bay and was once home to an American Air Force base. Corner Brook, with a population of 31,000, is a city on the west coast of Newfoundland, known for its natural attractions and a thriving port. Despite the differences in size and population structure, Saint-Germain-en-Laye, Stephenville, and Corner Brook share a common motivation: the belief in education as a catalyst for urban growth and community cohesion. These cities have dynamic school and academic communities that align their training programs with the local context. In Saint-Germain-en-Laye, innovative community initiatives in the district of Axiom have focused on housing as a key to multiculturalism. Voluntary ambassadors of communal living have transformed an apartment in a social housing building into a hub for the local community. Stephenville and Corner Brook have embraced the concept of public-private partnerships to enhance social cohesion and economic development. These cities have developed mechanisms for connecting local authorities, educational institutions, and businesses, particularly in the green sector.
Hello, my name is Tom Rosen. I'm the mayor of the town of Stephenville, Newfoundland, Canada. We have partnered with ICP as part of the Saint-Germain connection. Very, very pleased with the connection that we have made with Saint-Germain because it's economically, culturally, it's so significant to our community. But what I've learned from this program is that there's not just best practices, there are exceptional practices. And I am so pleased that we are learning from this program, and it's an international connection that will be beneficial to my town of Stephenville.
While Canada and Europe have different immigration and inclusion trajectories, it is clear that cities in both regions play a crucial role in implementing concrete integration initiatives on the ground. Although migration policies are often set at the national or regional level, cities are at the forefront, addressing tangible issues that affect various groups, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds. The exchange of solutions among cities serves to redefine the role of local authorities as brokers of innovation and inclusion, bringing together partners from civil society, such as NGOs and businesses, to create pathways for integration. Retaining talent is a top priority for the cities involved in the pairing activities. Factors like an aging population and the evolving job market post-COVID pose significant challenges to the long-term social cohesion of cities. The pairing activities have successfully demonstrated how cities can position themselves as attractive destinations for diverse populations, enhancing their profile in terms of city branding on the international stage. Collaboration with universities has been a vital component of most pairing activities. It highlights the connection between urban strategies for social and economic growth and the educational landscape. Joint research projects, student and teacher exchanges between European and Canadian universities involved in the pairings, exemplify the potential for ongoing collaboration beyond the ICP-AGIR program. The dialogue between Canadian and European cities has often focused on established experiences and practices developed within other programs. Whether it be the UIA projects in Fuenlabrada and Utrecht or specific local initiatives expanded at the national level, like Halifax's Connector program, the exchange has gone beyond replicating successful experiences. It has focused on integrating specific elements of these schemes and policies into current practices implemented by local authorities. Involving national and regional authorities in future exchanges can further connect them to wider funding schemes, promoting replication in other urban contexts. Multicultural and diversity management innovation has been a crucial element in the exchange between cities like Toronto and Frankfurt. It sheds light on the different approaches of Canadian and European local authorities in dealing with migration and the inclusion of foreign communities. Recognizing cultural diversity as an enriching element of city identity is a lesson that can be applied to various thematic policies, fostering a more cohesive local community and improving their impact at the local level. The cities participating in the pairing activities have shown a keen interest in enhancing skills and creating better job opportunities within the local economy. Focusing on just transition in future cooperation activities is vital not only for comparing thematic city strategies but also for establishing connections with stakeholders, particularly in the maritime and forestry sectors. Active involvement of local communities, especially those from deprived groups, has emerged as an intriguing aspect during site visits. Experiences from cities like Toronto, Frankfurt, Saint-Germain-en-Laye, and Utrecht have inspired local authorities to engage specific target groups and involve them in long-term strategies for active inclusion. Collaborating with NGOs and resident groups has been pivotal for effective governance, including managing emergency situations like the influx of refugees from Ukraine in both Canada and Europe. European and Canadian cities have expressed strong interest in establishing enduring cooperation schemes. Some cities, such as Toronto and Frankfurt, have even defined clear responsibilities and tasks for continuing activities on common topics of interest. Periodical reviews of cooperation mechanisms, as included in the joint action plans of Saint-Germain-en-Laye, Stephenville, and Corner Brook, ensure proactive implementation of future joint activities that can tangibly impact local communities. The initial focus on migration within the pairing activities has expanded into discussions on other urban challenges. Topics like sustainable energy production, effective public-private partnerships, and the regeneration of housing and public spaces have emerged, showcasing the vitality of urban debates and the impact of cities' actions on economic, environmental, and social sustainability. The ICP-AGIR program has been instrumental in fostering an exchange of knowledge, experiences, and best practices between European and Canadian cities. By learning from one another, these cities are making significant strides in creating inclusive, welcoming, and sustainable urban environments for the benefit of their communities and the world at large.